The Luffy-Zoro dynamic and how significant it is in the series, it's so funny because, like, Sanji's existence fucks the whole thing up. Not because of Sanji himself or Sanji fans, but it's like there will be times, periods of times, where it feels like the Luffy-Zoro dynamic is really, really, really being emphasized and focused on, right? Like back when Roof Piece was happening and it was like, okay, Luffy and Zoro going up to the roof, especially a little before that as well, Luffy and Zoro were being portrayed as a duo early on in Onigashima, even before they went up to the roof. So during that stretch of time, it's just like, yeah, Luffy, Zoro, very obviously, like, these two are cut above the rest, including Sanji. Many were putting Sanji below Jinbei at that point. Um, so that was a thing for a while, and then like, but as soon as things start looking a little bit different, right? As soon as the Luffy Zoro dynamic stops a little bit, and then Oda focuses a bit more on Zoro and Sanji, right? The two wings taking on King and Queen, left and right side of Onigashima and stuff. Then suddenly there's a very aggressive anti-Zoro Luffy dynamic agenda, right? Because the reality is that if you're pro Sanji, right, it is in your best interest to try and like quiet down the idea that Luffy and Zoro is a significant dynamic. You don't want that to be a thing. You want the idea to be like, okay, we're a monster trio, and if anything, Luffy's ahead, and Zoro and Sanji, they're the two wings, and that's basically it. I've done this whole video before, and talking about how the monster trio dynamic is just funny that way because Zoro fans, it's in their best interest to always avoid the Sanji comparisons. They always wanted Zoro to be compared to Luffy, paired with Luffy. Sanji fans, they always want Zoro to not get Luffy comparisons. They want him, a step below, back there, one of the two wings of the Pirate King. And it's just a pyramid that keeps going from a normal pyramid to an upside down pyramid, normal pyramid, upside down pyramid. And Oda's very conscious of this, and he'll swap it back and forth over time. I just think it's like I did a whole video explaining this, and what do you know? It's like exactly how things tend to play out. As soon as any little chapter that can provide some sort of parallel between Zoro and Luffy, or any chapter that shows Zoro and Sanji as like Luffy's two wings, that show be like taken, and the people will take it and run with it and be like, this is the end all be all proof that Zoro is equal to, or like Zoro is comparable to Luffy, or that Zoro and Sanji are clearly a duo who are far behind Luffy. Like, people are trying to solve something that is never going to be concrete and permanent. Oda will portray things one way for 10 chapters and then another way for like 10 chapters. He just keeps doing that.